What's up, guys? We're gonna bro beats. Today I'm gonna be showing you guys how to make melodies without having to use loops all the time. If you guys haven't subbed already or turned post on, do so because those up at a light. Let's hop right into it. So no scale today. We're just gonna get straight into it. BPM 130. And I want to focus on kind of the sound selection. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so for our sound selection, we have like a lower piano, a higher piano, woodwind, or string. A string could be any string instrument, like it could be a guitar, violins, anything like that. So these are like kind of a universal setup you can use to make pretty much any melody. Okay, so we're gonna start with our piano bass, and usually want to stay simple with the bass. This is where you would throw in like simple chords. So over here we don't have a scale, so we're just going to use pretty much the A minor, which is all the white notes. So we can start on the A. Let's pull this down an octave so it's the same note, and then from here you just kind of use your ear to guide you through. So we can go right, whatever sounds good to you, and this is important to pick what sounds good to you right now. And then let's probably try. Okay, so once you have this, you're all set, and this is pretty much kind of your blueprint, your foundation. So now let's go ahead and move on to our higher piano. All right, so now we have our higher piano, and with this, you kind of want to make a consistent melody. And the reason you want to do this is it's going to kind of fill in the spaces and free you up to kind of do more with the other sounds. So it'll be kind of like melodies like this, right? And you just kind of repeat it and maybe change something up. All right, so you know, just pick a note that you like, and let's move up. So let's try. And then we can make it dark by using these notes that are right next to each other. And we just be lazy and just copy this over. Okay, and then we can add some top notes. Let's just take this, right, and move this up, maybe, and then spread this out. Okay, simple as that. So now we can go ahead and move on to our woodwind. In this woodwind, you could pretty much put any sound. I just chose woodwind because it's kind of common. All right, so now this is the flute that I'm using right here. So this will be kind of like in the last video I was talking about. Kind of the counter should be like kind of like a dopamine hit, just come in and leave. So we're gonna kind of use that here. And usually they will play like in between each bar, right, somewhere right here. So let's just. Right, and this is gonna give it some more like depth to the melody, so it's not so like just flat. And then we can just continue this and just follow our notes. And then let's do the same thing, but just kind of maybe just change these notes, put them on the same area. See what that sounds like. Okay, that's good enough for me. So now lastly, let's go ahead and do our string. All right, so here we have our string, and this is the violin that I chose. So you gotta be careful with violins because they can sound bad easily if you like kind of do too many changes. unless it's that type of style. But for something dark or something like this, usually the easiest way to go about it is just to kind of play a consistent like note. So we can just kind of use our blueprint that we made, right? So pretty much these same notes here, right? And then let's just do something like this. And I can fix that later, and just continue using these same notes. Do something like that. Then let's maybe use this D. Let's try that. Okay, I like that. I think that sounds decent. So now we can go ahead and do our drums. All right, so now we have our 808, and this is pretty much the easy part because we already have it kind of laid out, right? And then you can just kind of play around. Now I'm gonna be very simple for this because it's already a lot going on. Okay. Okay, I think that's pretty simple for the 808. So now let's go ahead and throw in these little drums real quick because we still need to do a little bit of processing. All right, so now we have our drums. Now I will speed up the simple parts, but if I go in and edit anything, I will slow it down so you can kind of see that. So, you know, we can go ahead and just put in these like regular stuff like the clap. So what we're gonna do here is put this 1/3 step and pretty much just roll this like that. And then just copy it over. Try to get it in the right spot, and then we can just add other stuff that we need. All right, so those are the hi-hats real quick. 1/2 step, like so. Okay, so here are the drums all together. All right. And it just repeats. So now what we need to do is kind of manipulate this melody a bit. Okay, so for the processing, I went ahead and put this into a sample so we can kind of edit it. But for the actual like dry stuff, I just put a reverb on the Woodwind because I thought it was too up front. Nothing on the drums, you know, frequency splitter, you know, all this basic stuff for the master, soft clipper. So for my melodies, I put these presets on. So we have kind of a volume automation. Then we have like this, I just put this low end, I put this, what is it? The pitch effect, except instead of it being halftime, I put it the opposite way so that the low end wouldn't be so low. And then just put a filter just to control it so it won't be so high. I mean, it's just kind of a reverb to kind of melt it all together. So and obviously I should probably do some EQing, but I still want to use this sample. So what we could do real quick is cut it and then just flip these back this way, because I want to reverse it and see how that sounds. Let's see. I kind of like the way that. And I'm just using this kind of like an EQ. And the reason I use these volume automations or whatever is to add rhythm to the sample or the melody, which obviously creates bounce later. So let's see what this sounds like with drums. All right, and that's pretty much it. That's some quick things you can do just to kind of edit the melody so it's not so dry. But it's gonna be it for this video. Hopefully it's helpful. Make sure you like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.